Oh wow. Okay, this is much more dinosaur-like. We chopped its tail off. Oh, that's brutal. Hi, my name's Joe. I'm a PhD student researching dinosaurs at the Natural History Museum, and I'm about to watch a video about the monsters in Monster Hunter Rise. This looks like a bit of a hybrid between a mammal and a dinosaur. It's got some sort of fur, or feathers at least, and some really long claws. It reminds me of a therizinosaur, which we know had sort of a feathery coating and really long claws at the end of its hands. I like the feathers. They look kind of realistic to me, kind of how we'd expect them to look over the body. So that's quite cool. It does look a bit like a mix of a dinosaur and some sort of giraffe or deer maybe, which is a bit weird. You can see it's got some sort of scorpion-like stinger, it looks like, at the end of the tail, which dinosaurs definitely did not have. But this is quite good. You can see it's got a feathery kind of coating, which is pretty good looking to me, I think. Is he finally dead? It's quite sad.
Here comes the messy part.
Now this is something completely different. Wow, okay. So first of all, it kind of looks more like modern lizards, so like an iguana or an alligator, something like that. The main difference between those and dinosaurs is that the alligators and the lizards kind of have their arms out to the side when they're walking, and dinosaurs would always have them underneath. That's the main difference there. I do like the kind of spikes that are all over its body. That'd be quite a good defensive measure, I guess, if you've got someone hacking at you with a sword. I'm not sure what these kind of growths are all over its body, but maybe I'll find out. We chopped its tail off. Oh, some lizards have evolved to kind of shed their tail in defense to distract a predator, and it kind of wiggles on the ground and keeps going. We don't know that any dinosaurs did that, but you know, I'll let that one slide. That's fine. Oh wow. Okay, this is much more dinosaur-like. It definitely bears some resemblance to some dinosaurs that we know. We know a lot of the dinosaurs, especially this kind, were mostly covered in feathers, and we keep finding more and more feathered dinosaurs. So that's pretty accurate, and it definitely looks like it's got some for display, some for maybe gliding, things like that. But its head kind of looks like a dodo, so that's interesting. We'll see how that turns out. Yeah, this is definitely the most actual dinosaur-like so far. Oh, apart from that, maybe. I really like the sound he's making as well. It kind of does make you feel like it's some sort of real creature. And the way he moves as well is really dinosaur-like. That's really good. The legs being like underneath their body, directly underneath, and he's moving in the way we'd expect kind of a velociraptor, Utah raptor kind of large predator to move, which is really cool. I mean, he's not having a good time, but I can definitely see the inspiration that they've taken from some real life dinosaurs there. We think with the kind of theropod predator dinosaurs like this, they'd probably have feathers all over their body instead of kind of wisps here and there. So that's the only thing I'd maybe nitpick on there, but no, he's pretty cool. So his wrists, there's a famous scene in Jurassic Park, which I'm sure everyone knows, where the velociraptors open the kitchen doors using their hands because they're so intelligent. But in reality, they couldn't twist their wrist that way. We always say that they were handshakers, not wavers. So the fact that he's holding his hands like out in front of him like that, ready to grasp, is really actually quite accurate. That's really cool. Flying, okay. Got some really cool kind of pterosaur-looking animals flying around this guy. Pterosaurs were around at the same time of the dinosaurs, but they weren't dinosaurs. So dinosaurs just lived on the land. Pterosaurs were closely related, but they could fly. This guy's got wings as well. In terms of if he's kind of modeled off of the sort of pterosaur type of animal, he's definitely a lot chunkier than we'd expect a pterosaur to be. They obviously had to fly, so their bones were really light and hollow, kind of like in the same way that birds are. But yeah, he's pretty thick and chunky, so I don't know how well he'd be able to fly. Oh, what's that? Now that's cool. That's kind of like, it looks to me like a cross between a hippo, a crocodile and a turtle, maybe. That's pretty cool. I like that one. That's really exciting. Oh, it's this guy again. I liked him. So this is pretty cool. Like I said before, a bit like a hippo crossed with a turtle, crossed with an alligator. It certainly looks more alligator reptile-like than dinosaur-like, but that's fine. We'll see what happens. It looks like a duck-billed platypus when it's running towards us as well. He's covered in moss or something, so I guess he's partially aquatic at least. His face is definitely hippo-like. There's a bit of a mix between mammals and, oh, now he looks like a frog with his, oh, okay. Yeah, the way he moves is definitely more alligator crocodile type with the legs out at the side like that. A lot of these dinosaurs or monsters, you can certainly see where they've taken some inspiration from. My favorite was the Kula Yaku and the kind of raptor dinosaur, velociraptor looking one. I think the attention to detail they paid with that one was really high, and it definitely had a lot of dinosaur features, certainly things that we know did exist in the past and you would have seen roaming around at the time of the dinosaurs. The rest of them, a mixed bunch, I'd say. They certainly look like versions of animals that we know did exist then, and just exaggerated and made even bigger and more dramatic.
Want to watch another experts react? Then why not check out a sword expert reacting to realistic sword fighting game Hellish Cart, or our Monster Hunter Rise review.